I am. I don't know if I'm walking in the street or not, but here we go. Hopefully I'm going the right way. I am picking up right where I left off if you watched my travel day vlog, and if not, welcome anyway. I'm here in Barcelona because I am going on the DVC member cruise on Disney Cruise Line that embarks from Barcelona in 2 days, but that gives me, well, really just like a day and a half to explore. And I just got off the plane, didn't sleep a wink, been up for 24 hours. So what better way to, really push yourself into the current time zone than not sleeping and going on a 3-hour Segway tour? That seems like a plan. So I thought, of course, I'm gonna vlog and take you with me. It was raining, but now it's beautiful, and we're gonna go have some fun. So let's see what we can get up to. I have like over an hour till my tour starts. It's all good. So yeah, essentially I'm just wandering around. But I don't know, I need some fresh air. There's lots of cute doggies around, and why not? Why not? Well, I found the Arc de Triomphe. I don't even know how to say that in French. I don't know how you say this. But it's a pretty big arch there. Let's find a plaque. So the place where I'm meeting for the Segway tour is right around here somewhere, but I've still got like 45 minutes, but I don't mind, meandering, lollygagging around here. It's also really fun to just walk down the streets and kind of take a lay of the land. I don't know. It is a pretty place. Oh, there's big old bubbles floating by. But yeah, it's really, really fun to be here. I can't believe I'm still standing. Found the origins of the bubbles. Look at that. It's a pretty intense contraption he's got there. Wow. Wow. Some pretty elaborate looking things that I have no clue what they are. I'll have to look this up when we're back at the hotel. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce these things, so this is where we are. There's this very elaborate looking building right here. I have no clue what that is. Oh, that must be this castle. I think this is the castle of the 3 dragons. Okay, well, let's go take a look-see. I'm wondering if it's like under repair. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? But it is magnificent. Now I've landed in this beautiful park. So this is a nice, yeah, let's stroll around here. Wow. Check this out. It's like a really elaborate greenhouse. Oh, are there birds in there? Maybe. Is this an arboretum? Somebody will tell me. There's a guy in a crane there doing something. They're maybe doing some restoration work. I don't think there's birds in there. I think they're just plants. It's pretty cool though. What is it? I don't even know. Is it just another part of the park? Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. Whoa. It's kind of raining a lot, but that's okay. I don't know how it's going to go with the Segway, but we'll figure it out. But do you want to see some cool looking trees? What? Sorry for the up the nose shot. How neat are those? So cool. So cool. I don't know what kind of trees they are, but there's just this really beautiful circle of them, which is amazing. Look at these 4 people stuck under the tree on these boats. It's a great little pond though. Real nice. It's just, for the weather's for the ducks today. Oh, that shows you all the different kinds of ducks and birds. I'm sure they're not all ducks. Well, that looks like a seagull. Just beautiful. Whoa. Well, not sure what I'm getting myself into, but here we go.
2 hours later.
Hello, my friends. Sadness has befallen. I don't mean to be dramatic. I just don't feel well. So, you can't film while you're on a Segway. And I knew this, and I thought, oh, I'll stop and I'll film when we stop places. And that was my plan. And really didn't get very far. We were somehow an hour and a half into this tour and still hadn't gotten very far. And I knew it was going to go over. It was supposed to be a 2.5 hour tour. And tour guide was great, but I can't even talk. I feel so not well. Okay, let me try. I would like to share this part of the story so that I can lie down. But I want to film the room because it's a really lovely room. By the way, for the hotels check-ins after 3, I got here 11, maybe 11:30, I think. They called me about 12:15 that my room was ready. I had already left because I walked. It was like a 20-ish minute walk to where the Arc de Triomphe is in the park and all of that. And that was really fun to look around. And then he took us, the tour guide took us around to that part. And I have one picture from this. That's me before I got totally ill feeling. So just to preface this by saying, I did not sleep on the plane. I just got off the plane this morning. It's 7 hours ahead here. So it's about 3 o'clock now. So I don't like to do this, but what is that at home, just for context? 3 minutes. Sorry, my brain isn't working because I'm not well. It's 8 a.m. at home. Is that right? Yeah, it's 8 a.m. at home, about. So I have been awake since 5 a.m. yesterday on home time. So we're going on 27 hours. And man, I really thought I could pull the all-nighter, but when I got off the plane and I was standing in a very, very long, hot line to go through customs, it took an hour, which isn't a big deal, but it was really hot and I started to overheat and my stomach started to hurt. And I wondered if the plane food was making my stomach hurt or just the lack of sleep or some combination. And I've had this kind of stomach ache all day since, but I felt fine enough. I felt great on the walk. It was nice to walk around the park, and then it rained on me and I got wet and it got cooler and I got kind of chilled, and then it got sunny and hot again. And then I was waiting at the Segway place for a long time because the other I was the only one in addition to this family of 3 on the tour, and they were quite late, which is fine. Normally I wouldn't mind waiting, but I don't know, it was just like a series of events, right? And we got on the Segways and it was fun, and I thought it was way easier than I thought it would be, and we're doing the practice loops around the park and I felt fine. And then we started moving, and the second we started moving, I started feeling like I was gonna throw up, and I never throw up. And I was like, that's weird. And I kind of coughed a few times and I felt better. So I was like, okay, whatever, this is just weird. But my stomach still really hurt. And then it was really hot at that moment. And then it started to rain again and got really cold again. And about, I don't know, now we're I kind of I was like, suck it up, girl. I really want to see these landmarks. I really like the tour guide. He seems very informative. I really want to do the Segway thing. It's something I've always wanted to do. And I was like, I just don't feel well because I'm tired. But every time I was moving on the Segway, after about 45 minutes, I was getting severely nauseous. And I started sweating. Even though it's still not hard, you're not your body isn't working that hard to work a Segway. I'm sure there's some muscular engagement, but I was just getting really, really nauseous. I'm like, there's something wrong. And so I alerted the tour guide that I was like, I think I need to go. I'm not doing well. And I toughed it out for another 45 minutes actually, because I just really wanted to get through the tour, but we were going so slow. I think we were way behind schedule. He kept looking at his phone and his watch and everything. And the family I was on the tour with had a little girl who was not big enough to ride a Segway, so they gave her a bike, and I'm not sure she really ever ridden a bike before. And we're like Segway / biking down like the bike lanes of Barcelona with all the traffic and all the, I don't know. It seemed intense, but ultimately in my head, I'm just such like, if I sign up for something, I'm going to do it. And in my head, I was literally like screaming at myself to stop. I knew that I would feel better as soon as I got off the Segway. Apparently motion sickness is not a common thing with Segways. At least this tour guide was like, this is the first time, but there's a first for everything. So I missed I can't pronounce anything, so I don't even want to try. I'm like on the verge of tears. I think I'm just really tired. And I really want to lie down. But I feel like I did get to do the Segway part, and I did get to see some of Barcelona. I just didn't get to see the like really famous parts. I'll write them in, you guys. My brain isn't working. I don't feel very well. So I'm bummed. I'm like getting kind of upset because I'm just tired. But anyway, by the time I was just like in my head enough, I was like, okay, you need to get off the Segway now. I finally I would like crawl to the end of the store if if my brain hadn't stepped in and been like, no, you cannot take one more turn of the wheel off the Segway. And it just so happened that I was only 5-minute walk from the hotel at that point. I was just like dumb luck, to be honest. And I came right here, and now I'm here. They just brought my bags up, and I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sit for just a minute, and then I'm going to collect myself, and I'd like to film a room tour for you. I'm afraid if I lie down that I'm going to go to sleep, and if I go to sleep now, I will wake up at midnight, which is not going to do me any favors. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Eating anything sounds atrocious. So anyway, we're keeping it real here. I thought I would sleep on the plane a little bit. I didn't know I would pull through. I think if I'd even taken just like a 1 to 2 hour nap, I would have been in much better position. It's possible my stomach had a reaction to something on the airplane. It's possible it didn't. I, dehydrated and definitely exhausted, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop my little pity party over here and collect myself, and then I'll show you this room. Okay, I think I've collected myself enough to do the room tour. So I'm staying at the Renaissance Hotel that's right in the center of town. There's another one that's kind of further out. This is just the one that I booked through DVC. It's the one that DCL, Disney Cruise Line, uses. When you book a member cruise, you have to book everything, basically. Like, I've got my transportation lined up and all of that too. So that's all booked through DVC, but it's all the DCL stuff because it's charter. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here for the 2 nights. It's a nice hotel in a great location. And yeah, let me show you around. So it's actually a really big room for a European hotel, at least by the ones I've stayed in the past. Really nice, huge bed. Is that a king? I think that is a king. We've got lots and lots of mirrors. Are these also... Oh, I was gonna think that they were closets, but no, I think they are not closets. Are they not closets? No, it is a closet. Oh, look at this. Here's your little coffee tea station. I love how they give you an actual kettle. That's great, so I can make a cup of tea, which I think will help with my stomach. Some little drawers, some hangers, and then is this side one too? This side must be one. No, this is not one. That's very confusing. Apparently everything in the minibar is included, so a nice little bottle of water there, and drinks are on us. Oh, I'll give you a couple beers and another water and a couple of Pepsis. Okay, well that's really, I mean that's nice. And then it really is just lovely. I was just sitting in this chair for a long time, and I've got this lovely little balcony here, which makes me so happy. I don't know if I'll get to enjoy it, but I hope so. I have a tiny little bit of a view of whatever all that is. Oh, the sun came back out. Just a second ago, it was raining. And then there's this little desk area here. And I have a lot of videos to upload, so I'm going to hope the internet works pretty well. But they do have room service, which is important to me. I know I'm going to need to at least like get a cup of soup or something in my system before I go to sleep tonight, or I'm going to wake up at 2 a.m. ravenous. So there's all of that. And TV, I never turn the TVs on it. Hotels. But the bathroom's really cool and also really roomy. Very modern. Look at this cool sink situation. And then you've got your toilet and your standard European bidet. And then the shower is over here. Kind of wish there was a tub, but that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. But that looks like a very nice shower, and give you all sorts of little products and things. Is this mouthwash? Wow. Very nice. Very nice. Tokyo Milk. That sounds like a very familiar brand. So yeah, that's the room. Really, really nice. And it's not the least expensive room, but for the location and the ability to take the Disney Cruise Line transportation directly from here without having to transfer in the morning or anything, it was worth the price for me. But yeah, that's where I'm spending the next 2 nights and hopefully sleeping and feeling better. It's a lovely room, it really is, but there's basically nowhere to put anything. There's this shelf way up here. There's 2 hangers in the coffee tea area. I think this could be moved, so that's something. And then there's these 2 teeny drawers and this little empty shelf down there. That's it. Which is fine. Wasn't really planning on fully unpacking anyway, but there's like nowhere to. I'm just gonna have to lay out my suitcase like kind of in the middle of the floor. Okay. However, we will give credit where credit's due. They have USB-C ports. Do they work? And it's thinking about working. I wonder if it's too high of voltage. Okay, well, even I'm still gonna need to use my converter, but that's okay. Is this the most exciting Barcelona vlog you've ever seen? You guys, honestly, I couldn't be outside anymore. I had to rest. So, couldn't decide if I was hungry or not, and I noticed they had ramen on the menu. Oh my gosh, it's glorious. Look at that. It's ramen with chicken. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I also ordered a big bottle of water, and then I remembered how good the water usually is in Europe from the tap, and I looked it up, and I will be not buying any more bottles of water, but I ordered it, so now I have it. Honestly, I've just been sitting here hydrating and not doing much else. I don't feel great, but I feel a lot better than I did on the Segway. I have something fun planned for tomorrow. I'm not like fully unpacking because, as we previously discussed, there's not much to fully unpack into, and also I'm only here for such a short time, so I just started prepping a little bit for my adventure tomorrow, and I'm just gonna pick up tomorrow and talk more about it then. I'm really trying to stay up as late as I possibly can. It's 5. Minimum 6, hoping more for 7, because I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night otherwise. But I'm trying to like squeak, just inch my way to getting on the time zone. But I decided I needed to go to bed with something in my belly because there's not going to be any food available for me if I wake up at 3 a.m. or even 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Breakfast doesn't start till 7, and I noticed none of the little shops around here really open till 7. So and all I have in my bag now is chocolate bars. So that's not gonna do. So a nice big beautiful ramen and get myself to bed. I really don't need to, I just have a feeling I'm gonna wake up early enough. I have a very early morning, but I think I'll be up way earlier than that, and I'm hoping I sleep well. And yeah, but everybody at this hotel has been so nice and courteous and just wonderful, and the internet's working. If you watched my travel vlog, you know I had a lot of trouble uploading at the United Club, but I have to publish my YouTube video. Things are charging, interneting, so I think I should be able to get all the good work that I did on the planes. Yeah, it was 2 planes. Uploaded, and I'm gonna stop talking. I'm pretty sure I'm nonsensical. I'm so tired and just depleted. And we'll pick back up tomorrow. And I didn't quite see everything I wanted to today, but I also think I made the right decision. I know I made the right decision calling it through, halfway through that Segway tour. I could have fallen off the bike if I had kept in a bike Segway if I had kept going. I was really not well, so alas, what can you do? I'm gonna eat and try to stay awake as long as possible, take a nice shower, go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's 6:15 and I've been up for 2 hours, over 2 hours, but I slept for 9, which I think was really needed. I'm still not feeling 100%, but I'm definitely doing much better. I think I need a good meal in my belly. Breakfast starts at 7, so I've just done some yoga and such, and just kind of lulled about for a while this morning, to be honest. And yeah, so here's what I have planned for today. I knew I really wanted to go to Montserrat. I only know how to say it in French. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not good at pronouncing things, and I feel very self-conscious about pronouncing anything on the internet, so my apologies. I look things up too, and I don't know, just some things just don't work with my brain. But anyway, I had originally thought it's a beautiful mountain in addition to having the monastery and the abbey and all of that. And I was like, oh, I'll hike it. Because it's a huge hike if you do it all the way from like the train all the way up to the top. Like not even, I think the Abbey's like just maybe like 2.5 miles up, but then you can go a lot higher. Well, not a lot higher, but it's rated as a hard hike on all trails. It's a couple of hikes if you link them all together. And that was my original plan. But I'd always kind of had these like hiking tours, kind of bookmarked just in case. And yesterday, actually, when I was in that really long line, if you watch the travel day vlog, I was in a very long line at customs at the airport. And I started thinking about how I was doing and how I hadn't slept. And it was even before I felt really ill, but I knew like that hike was probably not going to be the best idea for me to do today. So I actually went ahead and signed up right there for a tour. I booked it through Airbnb, but they have the same tour on Viator. And I will link it for you exactly, but we meet at 8 o'clock. It's just like a 5-minute walk from here, the meeting point. And the nice thing about this is I don't mind doing the trains and navigating that by myself, but it is a little bit of a like, you gotta figure it out. And the nice thing about this is they bring you, in a van or something and bring you back. And I am still bummed that I didn't get to see Sagrada. I don't know, all the, hold on. The tour I was on yesterday was like a Gaudi Segway tour, and I didn't make it to like the real like pivotal places. I mean, the park was amazing and seeing all of that, but yeah. So I don't know when I might, depending on how I'm feeling, try to link into another tour later this evening. Also, I'm just like too chicken to go to dinner by myself. I don't know. I really enjoyed the food at the hotel, honestly, but I know people are gonna be like, why aren't you eating out? Barcelona's known for the tapas and all that, and I don't know, you guys. It's just some things in some places. I have no qualms taking myself out to dinner in many places, but something about taking myself out to meals solo in Europe, I haven't always had the most comfortable experiences. I will say that they vary, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm not pushing myself. So I don't know if I'm going to link into like a tapas tour. That would be fun. But I also would really like to see the other stuff. I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel after breakfast. And it's a long car ride both ways to Montserrat. I really don't know what time we get back. So I might make game time decisions about looking for tours and stuff. But I'm delighted the internet's working because I can get my work done. And that's what I'm going to wrap up. And then I'm going to pack up. I'm still bringing like a hiking pack. I will bring you along with me on the more interesting parts today. I'll show you breakfast for sure. I'm going to finish getting ready here and try to be breakfast right when they open. It's a very nice buffet. It's very crowded, so I didn't really film any of it. But here's my choices so far. And some yogurt. Round 2. So I'm pretty sure this is included, but I'm not positive because we'll find out. You can leave a tip though, which is always nice. And they do have some items on the menu that you can get, either to pay or that are included. It was recommended to go to this spot to grab a sandwich by the stop at the hotel. Looks nice. Really need to learn more Spanish than just thank you. Hello. That's all I know. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful morning. And I have plenty of time to walk the 3 minutes it's going to take to get to the meeting spot. But I'd rather be early than late because I don't want to miss this. But yeah, it's gorgeous out. I feel like I walked here yesterday. It feels familiar. I couldn't believe how crowded the brunch was. Brunch, buffet, whatever, the breakfast thing. But it was, what's it called? Like, I guess a lot of, foreign travelers, and everybody's awake really early because of the jet lag. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what there is to see today. And hope I feel better. Still, not quite 100%. But I'm definitely better than I was yesterday. So I think another night of good sleep, some fresh air today. All good things. So the other scene, you guys, they have Five Guys in Barcelona. That just feels wrong for some reason, I don't know. Oh, I think I'm almost there.
So this is one of the main sport here in Montserrat because of the rock formation.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You see clearly here, right, the rock formations and how it's formed in this type of a needle situation here. it's endemic from this region. So you're not gonna see it in another place in the world. Just here. And now it's the time for rowing. We walk all the way close to the cross and we keep on going down there. And we get from down over like that.
Hola. I haven't spoken to you in a while because I've been on the tour for the last, I don't know, 7 hours, and I didn't want to. I always just like to be very mindful and respectful of other people's experiences, and including tour guides, and I just never want to impose. So I am going to link the tour, of course, and I don't know how I'm editing this footage in, but I will just say, while it's fresh in my memory and I can share with you, it was a wonderful experience. Our guide, Christian, was just fantastic. He was very knowledgeable, both in outdoor things and also the area, the flora and fauna. He pointed out a lot of the plants and it talked about the animals in the area, and then a lot about the culture and the history, not only of Montserrat, but also of just Barcelona and the surrounding areas. And any question anybody asked him, he had a wonderful answer for. And he was also just warm and funny, and I would highly recommend this tour, just top 10 out of 10. And he made a game time decision and rerouted us on a path he doesn't normally take his groups on, because the top of the mountain was really clouded in. And he said, we could hike up there, and it's a nice hike, but it's just going to be cloudy, and you're not going to see anything. So instead he took us on the hike that goes around. It's still about 3 miles, so it's not a huge hike. And it's a little undulating, and there's a bit of a steep climb at the end. But that part is paved. Anyway, to see where the famous cave is, and they built this chapel around this cave, I didn't see the no filming sign in there until after I'd started filming, so I do have a small clip of it, but it does say no cameras in there. Oops. Usually they put this sign like at the door, and this sign was at the back of the chapel, and I did not notice it, but that was my bad. But it was a wonderful loop, and we got to see this goat that he was very excited to see, because it's unusual to see them, one of the mountain goats, and big horns too, really cool. And it was just a wonderful day. It was a great group. I got chatting with a whole bunch of, there was a couple other solo female travelers on the group, and a few actually, and we all got chatting, and I don't know, it was really fun. And it was lovely to see Montserrat, but I would say the highlight was the hike for sure. The abbey is beautiful, and it's really interesting to learn about the history and how, it's from the 11th century, but then they had to rebuild everything in the 1800s after the French War, because Napoleon burned everything down. But really fascinating. I loved everything about this. If all excursions could be like this on the cruise, that would be great. They're not going to be like this. This is very unusual in that way, but I love this kind of combining outdoorsy things like hiking, whatever, with the cultural stuff. And speaking of which, because this is my only full day here, and I'm feeling almost well, I would say I'm 90% well. I did just drink this. I was on my way back to the hotel from the drop-off point. I love tea, you guys know. I haven't had any tea for a few days, and I saw this really authentic looking tea shop. I don't know what part of Asia this represents, if anybody knows. I'll link the shop. It was Charlie's Tea, and I got an iced black tea with this huge, they put this huge mountain of whipped cream on it. The whipped cream was so good, and it was delicious with milk in it. Anyway, I'm still a little off, but I'm feeling well enough that I last minute booked a bike tour, an e-bike tour. That's 2 to 3 hours, it says, and it goes to some of the places that the Segway tour stopped on before I got off yesterday, but then it does go up to Sagrada and a couple of the other Gaudi places that I missed because I would have seen them on the tour yesterday, but I missed that part because I was so unwell. So I'm going to see it today on a bike this time, and I have to leave for that soon. It's about a 20-minute walk, and the tour is in about 45 minutes. But I'm just charging my phone. I'm going to charge this little camera. Again, I'm on a bike, so I don't know how much of that tour I can show you, but when we stop, I'll show you the sights. I'm having a really good day, and I'm so glad that I was able to buffer this extra day, and not only to give myself a chance to adjust, especially, you never know when you're going to feel ill, after a long haul travel or not. I usually don't in my experience, but yesterday I did. So it was nice to have that kind of buffer day to feel better and have a whole day here to explore. I would love to come back. There's so much more to see in Barcelona. You guys know I'm not seeing nearly much at all. And honestly, I haven't been really partaking in the food, mostly because that's the 10% of me that's still a little off. The tea, we'll see how that sits. But I know the food scene's really big here, and one day I'll come back and do like tapas, more hiking. The Pyrenees are right here, so that would be awesome to come back. But yeah, I'm very grateful to have this chance to be here right now and have this beautiful day, and I'm so happy. I was so miserable yesterday. I didn't tell you this, but this morning I had a really big cry. And sometimes I feel like not like a big crier, but when I cry, I cry. And it's always cathartic, and I never remember that. And I think I really needed to just like flush all that out and have this day outside with really nice people and fresh air and beautiful historical architecture and mountains and goats and all of that. Oh, I did buy some stickers too. That's the other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to change out my bag to my fanny pack instead. By the way, I bought this hat just like this was a last minute purchase for this trip. 10 out of 10, love that hat. It's from Lululemon. I'll try to remember to link it for you. So there was a really nice gift shop up there. We had a little bit of free time at the end. There's this local delicacy that's almost like cottage cheese. That's like the thing to try there at the farm stands, and I just couldn't eat anything at that point. But some of the gals on the tour tried it and said it was really good. So if you go up there, I forget what it's called, but all of the farmer market stands sell it, so you can get it there. I got the only 2 stickers they had, so I bought both of them. I think one will go on my journal and maybe one for my scrapbook. But yeah, I love that I got stickers today. That makes me happy. It wouldn't be nice to find some Barcelona stickers. I'm just thinking of that. Maybe I'll leave a little early. I just gotta charge things up, leave a little early, see if I can find a gift shop on the way there. And then I'm probably just gonna come right back to the hotel because I've been up since 4. And I'm gonna be out until probably close to 7, maybe later. I'm gonna come back, chill, maybe get some room service if I'm hungry. We'll see. Just gotta take it easy with this stomach. But I'm so happy for today, and I'm so grateful to be able to share it with you. Okay, I'm gonna stop flapping my trap so I can, charge some things. Almost forgot to mention, on the way in, I saw that the Disney Cruise Line desk was set up right at the front door, and I got all checked in for the transportation. My bus pickup is until 11:15. I have to have my luggage ready at 8, but that gives me 3 hours in the morning. So I might, when I get back from this, I might look and see if I can find an inside tour ticket for the Sagrada. It's just, they're all sold out, but to see the Familia Sagrada in the inside. Because what am I going to do for 3 hours? Just twiddle my thumbs? It'd be nice to, I'll probably be up by 6, I'm guessing, so I'll have plenty of time to do things in the morning. But yeah, I'm on the Daisy. That'll be another video though. We're going to do Barcelona's one video, and then I don't know how many videos will come after that, to be honest. But here's just the updated fit. I'm still wearing, I really like this shirt. I bought this new too, and I see why people like these, like hiking shirts. Anyway, just changed into my fanny pack, and it's sunny now, so sunglasses and same fit. That's it, let's go. I'm about halfway there, but I just wanted to show you how cool this street is. It's like a straight shot down. I think the buildings are so cool. Back again.
Catalonians didn't like this fortress, they hate this fortress, and so built. Previously it was Arsenal building, now it's the Parliament of Catalonia. Also nice, beautiful gold, she's riding for horses. Also you could see Aphrodite, for example, and Neptune and some other gods and goddesses.
Didn't get to stop here because I didn't have time, but now I get to because we're stopping here for a few minutes. I have a minute. I'm gonna walk up and see because I was so curious about that. Yay! So found out the reason that none of the fountains are on and some of them are drained is because of the massive drought that they've been having for the last 3 years. Also learned a bit more about the dragons and the symbolism. It's thought that there are 3 dragons that protect the city, and you'll see like a lot of dragons incorporated into artwork and all that. But there's just some ducks chilling right there. Lots of musicians around here.
Mainly it's occupied by offices. So yes, it's a pool arena. It was a pool arena. He built the highest building, but he didn't want to go against God's will. The space around the basilica gonna be demolished. They're gonna destroy some buildings around and made a park, beautiful park. There are 3 human yards that give enough tables. There are tables on the roof. I will tell you. So originally.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was fun. That was really fun. I love doing these bike tours. This is my second city bike tour. I did one in Portland last year. It was another e-bike. I don't know if I would pick the e-bike. I've been picking them because it's a novelty to me. I don't have one. I have a regular bike. But I find them rather cumbersome. I think if you're like, know where you're going and you're not starting and stopping a lot, like in a tour, I don't know. I'd probably still try it again, but I'm really, really loving doing, let me make sure I'm going in the right direction, bike tours. So it's just fun. I'm gonna head back now. It's a little after 7:30 and I'm very hungry and very tired. So I think I'm just gonna get room service. But the hotel has a very nice kitchen, so I don't feel sad about that. And like I said, I have a later morning tomorrow than I can have anticipated, so I'll get up to something. I don't know what, but we'll see. I think I will wait then to end the vlog tomorrow, just in case we see something else. And then I'll pick up with embarkation for the DVC cruise. But this has been a really good day. Y'all, look at this burger. I feel like I haven't had a full meal in a while. I had breakfast, but that was a long time ago. And I got a glass of cava because I really wanted to try it. And I'm very excited about this. And this is where I'm ending my night. I looked into going back to the Sagrada Familia. I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce things. And it doesn't even open until 9 something. And all the inside tickets are sold out. So I couldn't get in. Well, I would have, if I had known, I would have planned that a little bit further in advance, but I didn't really know what I was going to do while I was here until I was here. And so I feel like I've kind of seen the landmarks. There's just the one park, I think it's Güell? I don't know. I haven't seen, but it's like almost an hour walk each way, and I'm not sure I have that much time in the morning. I could conceivably run there, but I don't know how confident I feel about that. So I may or may not end the video here. I'm gonna say goodbye as if I am, but if there's more, I will tack it on the end. Otherwise, I'll pick up with the embarkation vlog that you can see next week. But yeah, I'm just delighted. It was a very long and full day. I'm definitely tired. Definitely got a lot of steps in, and I'm just delighted I had a really great day. And I feel like I packed a lot into one day for Barcelona, just this one full day in Barcelona. So I'm glad that I did. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Of course, it's not the same trip that others might do or suggest. It's the one that I did. And I enjoyed both tours. I would recommend both. Definitely the hiking one was my favorite of the two. But the bike tour is great too because we covered a lot of ground, which you can do, faster on a bike. So I feel like I got to see kind of some of the highlights of the city. I know it's not all of them. And the tour guide was great too, and he was very informative. But yeah, that's going to do it. So the journey continues, and I can't wait to share more. But I hope you are well wherever you are, and I am wishing you magic, whatever you're doing. I am wishing you sprinkles of magic. And I will see you real soon. Like I said, the journey continues. Bon voyage. We set sail. All right, you guys take care. Bye.